What made you interested in Korea? Like, what was the first time that you were like, oh, Korea's kind of cool? Like, what was that?
It was through K-pop in general.
Of course.
Yes.
It was K-pop for me too,
Right.
girl. It's always like that. Yeah.
And the one song that made me start to even like first listen to it was K-pop. In the K-pop realm, it's like the goddesses of them. It's SNSD.
SNSD. I knew it. I was like, you said goddesses, and I was like, it can't be 21 because they were never viewed like that.
Yeah.
So it has to be like the girly girls.
Right.
SNSD. They're the girly girls of K-pop back then.
Do you want to guess the song?
The boys? I don't know.
Before that.
What is this one?
Hoot.
Is it Hoot? Is
I
it Hoot?
think. Yeah, Hoot.
It's probably not Hoot because you didn't. Because I was a 21 girly. I wasn't an SNSD girly. Yeah. Which one was it?
G.
Freaking no, that's like the most famous freaking song,
Right?
With the pants.
Yeah, the hot pants. and the
Yeah,
white
with all the
shirt,
colors.
yeah.
Yeah, I should have known that. That's the most popular song.
It is, and it's like one of the first ones that they blew up with.
Yeah. I'm embarrassed not to know that.
No.
Like actually, like I should have known that. Oh wow.
Yeah, because it's like earlier than all those other songs.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So
yeah.
I first listened to that, and I was like, oh, okay. You know, then other people were listening to like Super Junior, 2NE1, Big Bang, and I just listened to it because my friends were listening to it. But then when SNSD came out with their like other big song, like O in 2010,
was really big too, yeah.
that's when I actually started fully getting into it myself. And so after seeing that, I watched a lot of videos, performances, and danced myself, but not K-pop covers, but I was in ballet and Chinese folk dance.
Chinese folk dance.
Yeah, it's the parents.
That's really
It's the
cool.
parents.
That's really cool though. I do have to say it's different.
It is different.
Yeah. Okay. So you were doing ballet and Chinese folk dance,
dance.
and then when did the K-pop dance start pushing in?
So when I was performing more for those things, and we even went on competition and even got onto like a show for that.
Okay.
We got onto AGT, America's Got Talent. Yeah.
Girl, y'all were doing really good then.
Yeah, we got to quarterfinals, and like the
Damn,
more
that's so cool.
right? Yeah.
Wow, okay.
That's a different story. That just broke my kind of reality of how the shows work. But
And the industry is.
no, seriously. But even so, I still really enjoyed it, and I liked being on stage. And then combine that with K-pop, then I wanted to do become a K-pop artist, and then. That was like when I was 16.
Oh, you're a baby.
But in K-pop world, that's like when you.
Oh, that's like perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
Perfect
You
age
should
to
start
be in
right away.
K-pop, yeah.
But the problem was, I was in Georgia in the U.S.
Okay.
Back in that time,
They didn't know what K-pop is back then.
like they did. It was like starting up, but not enough like auditions. Online auditions weren't even a thing. If global auditions did happen, they went to New York and LA, but
that's it.
never. Rarely at the time, Atlanta. But it's. Yeah.
And you're just like a kid, so you can't really be traveling for these auditions because you're a child.
And I can't be like, bye.
I'll see you next week, Mom. Like, no, that's not gonna work.
Yeah. Like, whose money? Like, who's
Girl,
money?
literally, whose money is
money?
paying for all that? Yeah, I feel you. Yeah.
And especially if you tell like Asian parents, oh, I want to do like, I want to be a singer. I want to be an artist. Oh my dear Lord. Like,
Girl. You're like reminding me back in the day because I also started listening to K-pop when I was really young. I think I was 11 or 12. This is like 2006, like long time ago. Like this is like before I think Big Bang just debuted when I started listening to K-pop. And I remember my parents. Oh, I'm curious if your parents thought the same thing. My parents thought it was like a phase. That I would just like grow out of liking Korea. Like I remember very vividly my brother being like, "Girl, this is a phase. You'll get over it." And now I live in Korea, so look at that, Preston.
Yeah.
Like, did your parents ever go, "This is a phase, just let her have it. She's gonna grow out of it"?
the thing is, the phase happened right after my Japanese phase, though.
So you had a Japanese phase first.
I had a Japanese phase first.
Bro, we all had Japanese phases first.
It's always linked. It's always linked together.
Literally, it started with like manga for me. Then it went to anime. Then it went to K-drama. Then it went to K-pop for me. Most people it's K-pop and then K-drama, but for me it was like switched because the anime I was watching had a Korean drama, and then the Korean drama has music, obviously. So the music got me into K-pop.
So I kind of went from manga, anime to like the OST of the animes and a little bit of J-pop.
Yeah.
And then when K-dramas and K-pop started coming in, that's I think it was give or take around the same time.
Yeah, yeah.
And so that's when I started really liking Korea. But my Japanese loving phase was quite strong that even in high school, I was like, when I was in middle school, I was like, oh, for high school, for 2 years, I'm going to go to Japan and study.
We all had these dreams.
Did you really?
Of course. For me, it was Korea, though. I was like,
okay.
I'm going to go, because I started so young. I was like,
Right.
I'll go to Korea for my high school, for like a year or two.
Right. No, I thought that
never
for
happened.
Japan, and I actually looked up schools and how the processes work for like study abroad students for like 2 years or exchange students and stuff like that. That never happened.
Never happened for me
Never
too.
happened.
Yeah, no. My parents were like, no, no. Like, what do you mean? Yeah, I completely see that. Were your parents like supportive in like you finding these like being into K-pop? Were they supportive or were they like, girl?
Just being into K-pop was fine, you know, because they knew I was always watching anime and all this stuff, so they were fine with that. Throughout my life, they kept on saying, oh, whatever you want to do, anything you want to do, if you find your dream, we'll be there, we'll be supportive and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So even though they're Asian parents, I let my guard down.
Yeah. Oh, child.
And so when I was like, you know what, I finally found a dream, like this is what I want to do, you know? And so I told my mom.
Yeah.
And because I thought my mom was the easier one to talk to.
She would be the understanding one.
Yeah, she was the understanding one. My dad was the academic person, usually.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the one forcing me to study and stuff. So I told my mom first, hey, I have this dream. I want to go to Korea, become a K-pop artist and all that stuff. Got shut down so fast. She asked me if I was crazy. She was like, you don't even know how to sing. You don't even know Korean.
Now you don't even know how to sing.
Right? I mean, but then I was also dancing at that time. And
Yeah.
I understand I wasn't good at dancing at that time,
Yeah.
but I danced for a long time, but still was really bad at it. And she was
Yeah.
like, you danced for so long, you still really suck at it. How in the world can you think,
Damn.
oh my dear Lord. It's like, if I knew in general Asian parents would be like, do that.
Yeah, yeah.
But then because my parents were like telling me it's okay,
Go for
like
your
go for your
dream.
dream, we'll be supportive, anything you want to do, anything. So that's why I let my guard down.
Right.
And then so when I heard that, I wasn't like ready for all that, even though I should have been, but I just didn't think
That's
of
quite
it.
a lot to get.
Right?
Yeah.
I cried. I bawled my eyes out. Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah.
Because that's a lot, especially to hear that from your parents. I mean, yeah, reality. Thank you for giving me the reality check. But still, like,
Yeah.
turn me down slower and nicer.
Right? I mean, like at least let me try a little bit, or
Yeah.
you know, just I guess if you're gonna say you're gonna be supportive, be supportive.
Be freaking
but,
supportive, yeah.
You know, if they didn't want me to go into this path, they could have like, you know, say maybe this path or this path. But they never did that to me. Unlike other parents, they're like, oh, you know, go to, you know, doctor, lawyer, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But they never once did that to me, and they were okay with me not doing any of those paths. But when I did tell them what I wanted to do, it was like a hard no, you know.
Or did they
Yeah.
try to be like, no, you should be in your academics? Like, did they try to give you like a, don't do this, do this? Or was it just like a, no, don't do that?
Kind of like a no, don't do that. And then because I wasn't sure what else to do, they were kind of like, oh, maybe like pharmacist, like something like that.
Still in medicine, though.
Medicine, yeah. But my grandparents, they were doctors, and my cousins and cousin side, they're all some sort of doctors too.
God.
But my grandma was like, yeah, don't become one. Don't become one, don't marry one. Yeah. So she said that.
Your grandma's like, leave that doctor life alone.
Right.
Yeah, because I have heard it's hard, so I understand that. But how did you not lose that dream then? Because being turned down has to hurt from your parents.